Say victims, especially those of violent crimes, face barriers to justice in the Palmetto State, barriers they're seeking to break down.
Today, hundreds of supporters, victims, and their families joined the state's leading victims' rights organizations as they hosted the second annual Victims Matter rally on the State House grounds. Our Nick Neville has that story for us tonight.
Among the main themes expressed by victims today is they feel that they are an afterthought in a broken criminal justice system. And they're frustrated that sometimes they say it takes too long to get answers and to get justice. Victims of crime and their families rallying at the State House on Tuesday against a system they say prioritizes defendants over them.
Make sure that victims are getting what they deserve, making sure the judges are not violating our rights, ensuring that we get a fair chance to allow our family members' legacies to live on.
One case advocates say proves this point is that of Bowen Turner, an Orangeburg County man accused of sexually assaulting 3 teenage girls. He pleaded guilty last April to first-degree assault and battery in one of the cases, a lesser conviction than his original charge. He was sentenced to 5 years probation.
I want all our representatives and senators to know we are fighters and no longer will accept things as they are.
Friends and family of Ebony Myers-Claire calling for change. She was shot and killed by her husband at their North Charleston home in 2019. He later pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of voluntary manslaughter.
He would be able just to, change attorneys, push things back, switch pleas. It seemed like he was taking the justice system in his hands, so he was taking advantage of it. And the victims really had to suffer through that because they had to continue to go year after year feeling that pain, feeling that turmoil.
Also speaking out Tuesday, Sandy Smith. She's the mother of Stephen Smith, a teenager killed on a rural Hampton County road in July 2015. Sandy's still looking for answers in her son's homicide nearly 8 years later. I asked her why this push is bigger than just her son.
I have a voice, and my voice is to help people that's in my situation. And you just have to keep fighting. No matter what people tell you, you don't listen, you just keep on. They might put a gag order on you or whatever, but it'll be okay. You'll get over it and move on, and you just keep talking and keep fighting.
The legal director of the South Carolina Victim Assistance Network said before any legislative change happens, the first priority for them is ensuring that all the laws that are currently on the books are enforced fairly. But she did say a system that tracks when perpetrators of violent crimes accept pleas for lesser charges is something that she'd like to see the state adopt. Reporting in Columbia, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
And supporters of victims also calling for the legislature to change the way it elects judges, taking power away from legislators. One freshman House member says that victims will never be treated fairly until that system is changed.